Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's long time no see, but in today's video I will show you a forex scalping strategy that you can use to make a $300 a day. This forex scalping strategy is something new in my own trading arsenal and I'm super curious to test it live with you all. The strategy itself is super easy to follow and also a beginner friendly, and the main concept of it is to actually utilize and make the most of a different moving averages which combined together they work as a team for a high success rate and even greater profits. And I did a little bit of research, so basically this 9/30 trading setup was created by Mike Burns, and that involves using a combination of two moving averages, which are 9-period exponential moving average, which is a short term, and 30 periods weighted moving average, which is a long term. Additionally, both of these moving averages can indicate us of a upcoming pullback and teach us how to make those profits by staying in that trend. This forex scalping strategy can be used on a variety of currency pairs, but primarily please stick on the 5-minute chart of your chosen currency pair. Of course, if you are a more advanced trader, you can also use it on a 1-minute chart. However, I don't recommend trading on 1-minute time frame if you are a newbie, as keeping up with the markets on a 1-minute time frame requires time, practice, and knowledge on how to act in various scenarios. So I think 5 minutes is an ideal time frame for beginners. I will begin by giving you some sell and buy examples, the rules to follow in order to succeed, and how to prepare your charts as well. And after that, I will show you my own trades on my real account based on this scenario, and we will definitely see how this strategy performed. Is it actually successful and so simple to follow that even beginners can use, or it's actually not even worth to trying because it's total failure? So of course, we cannot start by not having any indicators. So to add indicators, just simply press over here and type MA, or you can type moving average, it doesn't really matter, and then you need to choose a moving average exponential. So click on it once, and then we need a moving average weighted, and click on it once again. So once you will add indicators on your chart, this is how it's supposed to look like. Of course, I have changed the settings of mine. The exponential moving average line comes into length of 9, and that's perfectly fine because this is what we actually need, but we do need to change the settings of the weighted one. So all you have to do is go into the settings input section and change the length from default to the value of 30. So let's start off by me explaining and show you an example of a buy trade scenario, and here is the rules to follow. Exponential moving average of period 9 must be above of the weighted moving average of period 30, and those two moving averages needs to be apart from each other. You know, as you can see in this example, they have to have some kind of blank space in between them, and then the first candlestick that closes below the 9 EMA will be used as the trigger bar for the buy entry. Once that is confirmed, we will place a trade above the trigger candlestick. So let's quickly examine this buy trade scenario. What we can actually see that the price was into the channel pattern before the buyer stepped into the market, basically creating this micro trend towards an upside. What we can actually see as well that this price was creating a lower lows on the lower trend of this channel, and that's a great indication that we might have a pullback. Once I saw this crossover with this bullish engulfing candle, sorry for my drawing, but of course this crossover, it doesn't include as a rule for the strategy, but I found this helpful that once the crossover is made, we might start looking for a potential buy entry opportunity. So now what we can actually examine, we have this huge gap in between the moving averages, as you can see, and as the rules required, we see that this candlestick is actually closed below the 9 EMA, and that's the trigger bar we will use for an entry. So as the rule said, if we would be entering on that trigger bar over here, so let me grab a brush tool, so over the zone we can enter the trade. It actually produced a bullish engulfing candle, so even if we would be entering over here, or slightly above that wick, you will be still able to make profits around 6.4 pips into your pocket. I know sometimes it might look confusing, but if you would take this strategy into the practice for, let's say, a month time or more than a month, it will be so much easier to use it because you cannot dive into the strategy without testing it first. So now let's say if the current market situation and the whole condition is basically telling that the trades are good to go for a short. So here's the rules for it as well. Exponential moving average line of period 9 must be below the 30 periods weighted moving average, and these two moving averages needs to be apart as well, like a blank space. And as well as for a buy, the first bar that closes above 9 EMA will be used as a trigger to enter, and after that you enter it below the low of that trigger bar. As you can see, the EMA of period 9 is below, as well as there is a blank space in between them. So this specific candlestick actually the trigger bar because it is the first one above the 9 EMA, and we will be using as a trigger to enter the trade. We would be entering our trade over here as in this example. So if you will decide to use this scalping strategy into your practice, and if you will be questioning where I should place my stop loss, what you can actually do is basically put your stop loss slightly higher than the trigger bar that you will kindly use for an entry, or you can use this 30 moving average and place it higher than it for your stop loss level. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I said I will show my own trades on my live account. So here you go, guys. I placed these 4 trades following that strategy approach, and as you can see, they are nearly in $330 into the profit. So I think this 9 to 30 moving average setup is super effective when it comes to forex trading. If you do have any questions for me, you can definitely text me on my social media or send me an email, and I will be happy to assist you in regards to this strategy.